Good morning, my friend. What up? Time for a cup of coffee. This is Coffee with Len. I'm walking too much. There's the Pacific Ocean out there. Little marine layer sitting there, but it's burning off rapidly. Going to be a beautiful day. I was listening to a talk by Bob Proctor not too long ago, last few days, and he, hold, he held up this stuff, and he asked the question, "What is that?" Now, for those of you who are astute and smart, you'll notice that it isn't even the right color to be American. It actually is Mexican. Since I'm down here in Mexico, I have some pesos. The question is, what is it? And the answer is, it's a pile of paper. It has no intrinsic value. Zero, none. It's not money. It's paper. The only way money has value is if the society says it does. It's a medium of exchange. It's possible to have a big pile of money and be very poor. It's also possible to be very poor and be very wealthy. So you have to think about what money really means. Hello, Deneen. Good morning. Money is simply a medium of exchange. You know, back in a primitive agricultural society, one farmer might raise some apples and one farmer might raise some peaches, and the farmer could take a bushel of apples over to the farmer that raises peaches and get a basket of peaches in return. It's an exchange. As the society gets more complex, we have to put in a method of easing that exchange process. There was a day and time in my life when I was a millionaire on paper. I owned a $5 million business. I had a big house, big car, big boat. I had a lot of things. I didn't have much money. I didn't have much cash. The government took us off the gold standard some number of years ago. So the value of our money really floats. The government can print more money. President Trump talks about trillion-dollar relief packages, and the government can print money. But the reality is that doesn't print value. In fact, it dilutes the value of the money we already have by putting more money in circulation, more of those pieces of paper in circulation. It dilutes the value that we already have. There are people in the world that have a lot of money and they're very, very poor. And there are people in the world that have very little money, but they're very rich. So the reality is wealth and money aren't the same thing. However, let's be practical. We got to have some piles of this paper stuff in our hand in order to go out and exchange it for services that we need or goods that we need. We got to put food on the table. We have to have piles of this to put food on the table. If you need more of it, think about value. How can you provide more value in the society? Good morning, Gloria, because it really is value that we have to provide. We don't get more money unless we provide more value. So what can you do that you can provide more value for the society? And therefore, people are willing to exchange money for your service. Each of us has our skills that we could use, that we could do things with. I could probably make a list of 10 things. Jasira, good morning. I could probably make a list of 10 things in about 10 seconds here that I could do that would potentially bring extra money to me if I wanted to do them and were willing to. So what about you? I'm going to come back to this idea of having a side hustle. It's time. It's time to put in some protection for yourself. As you've seen in this recent COVID pandemic, it's very easy to be told you have to go home and there's not going to be a paycheck. For many people, that's become a reality. For people, there are many people that have had a business that have gone out of business. So it would be easy to argue that having your own business isn't necessarily the safest thing in the world to do either. But it's safer than having a job. It's safer than relying on somebody else. And once you learn how to have your own business, if one fails, you can always start another one. That may not seem like it's an easy thing to do, but it's a practical thing to do. It's a possible thing to do. You can protect yourself. So remember, hi Sean, good morning. So remember, money is value. It's not piles of paper, it's value. And if you want to have more money in your pocket, then you have to put more value into the society. That's the way it works. And remember, money isn't wealth. Lots of money doesn't equate to lots of wealth. There are some very rich, poor people, if you catch my meaning. Hey, this is Friday. I hope you're going to have a wonderful day. I hope you're going to have a wonderful weekend. As usual, I intend to be happy. I'm going to be in an event all day. It's an online event. It's called Vision. It's one of the companies I'm associated with. This is worldwide. It's the biggest online event that's ever been done on the planet. And it starts in just a few minutes. And I'll be on it all day and for the next 3 days. So I hope you're going to have a wonderful day. I hope you're going to be happy. And I hope that you're going to put value and compassion into the society, because the society certainly needs more of both. All right, my friends, you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.